Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about Quranic translations. Actually, Quran translations are not just translations, they are versions because many of them have different meanings. The translators inserting their opinions into the verses they are supposed to translate. It creates confusion, and many Muslims are afraid of reading Quran translation in their language. So even if they don't speak or understand Arabic, they just keep reading it in Arabic because they don't want to get confused or have um, from the confusion. Sometimes people will have doubts. So many Muslims reading Quran in Arabic to avoid confusions, and they don't even speak Arabic. They don't understand Arabic. How sad it is. Imagine the creator of the universe sending message to mankind in Arabic, and people who speak Indonesian don't who don't understand Arabic, they would read it. They will read it in Arabic, even though they don't speak a word of Arabic. Well, except apart from the regular word like wording words like Alhamdulillah, Bismillah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, stuff like that. But if if we put those people, those Muslims in Middle East, they cannot converse with anyone because they don't speak Arabic, and yet they prefer to read Quran in Arabic. They prefer not knowing the meaning, not understanding Quran. It is very sad. This is not this is very sad if you think about it. God sending message to mankind, and the mankind who's supposed to receive the message prefer not understanding or not reading it in their language to understand it. Prefer different language. How sad, right? I will give you. I have prepared several examples. Of course, there are many thousands of examples if you read in Quran. Actually, it's so many of them. But I only prepared a few examples, several of them. Let us read Surah Al-Baqarah 138. Again, Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 138. Dr. Mustafa Katab, I will read the first one. This is the natural way of Allah. And who is better than Allah in ordaining a way? And we worship none but Him. Father Sulaiman, Allah's hue. And who gives a better hue than Allah? And of Him we are worshippers. Hue is color. So the same as Marif ul Quran, the coloring of Allah. And who is better in coloring than Allah? And we are to worship none but Him. So now we will read the fourth one by Muhammad Taqiyuddin Al-Hilali and Muhammad Musin Khan. Our religion is the religion of Allah. And which religion can be better than Allah's? And we are His worshipper. In bracket Tafsir Ibn Kathir. So Hilali and Musin Khan, they translate together and put Tafsir from Ibn Kathir. Ibn Kathir understand this word as religion, not color, but religion. Now, We continue with with uh, Pictol, and yeah, with Pictol, this one here. We take our color from Allah, and who is better than Allah at coloring? We are His worshipper. Now, read this one. Usually, our religion is baptism of Allah, and who can baptize better than Allah? And it is He whom we worship. Baptism. So now we have three of them. We have coloring, we have religion, we have baptism. Do you know Muhammad Hijab? I think you know Muhammad Hijab. He's my favorite guy. Let us read what he understands from Quran. Because he looks like when he's debating Christians, he thinks he knows everything and smart, right? This is translation by Muhammad Hijab. Such is Allah's design. Who is better than Allah for a design? We are serving Him. So now, coloring, I understand if in designing, coloring can be part of designing. Can be part of designing. But it's still, coloring is more specific than designing. Designing can be broad. It has broader meaning than coloring. Coloring will involve of drawing or printing or manufacturing. Designing, very broad, right? Coloring is just one part. So now we have coloring, we have design, we have religion, and we have baptism. Very confusing. And there are two Indonesian translations here. It doesn't help actually if you read this one here. Sorry, I don't want to confuse you. These are the translations. I will read it. Sibgah Allah. Siapa yang lebih baik sibgahnya daripada Allah? Dan kepadanya kami menyembah. I'm reading the second one. Indonesian Islamic Affairs Ministry. Now, I don't know what sibgah mean. If there are any Indonesians listening to my podcast, you can ask other Indonesian, hey, what does sibgah mean? How many of them will know the meaning? So these translations are useless because you still don't know the meaning. Let us read Surah Al-Baqarah, another one. Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 122. The first one, Mustafa Katab. O children of Israel, remember my favors upon you and how I honored you above the others. The second one, similar. Remember O children of Israel, remember my blessing with which I have blessed you and I have favored you over all communities. Now, we will read again from the fourth one here. Hilali and Musinkan, O children of Israel, remember my favor which I bestowed upon you, and I have preferred you to the alamin, mankind and jinn, of your time period in the past. Alamin, mankind and jinn, of your time period in the past. So they don't want people to know that Allah has graced them, the Israeli or the children of Israel, and preferred them among others. They have to insert this of your time period in the past. So not anymore. It means not now, in the past. Now, I will not be bothered with reading the same ones, but I will show you this pictorial. O children of Israel, remember my favor wherewith I favored you, and how I preferred you to all creatures. All creatures. What does it mean, all creatures? Preferred them over birds, over camels? I don't know. Now, our favorite guy, Muhammad Hijab. O children of Israel, remember my favor I bestowed on you, and how I preferred you over everyone in the universe by mentioning Muhammad in the Torah, Deuteronomy 18. What kind of translator is this? This is what he got from the debate, what he thinks from the debate, debating people, how he and he's trying to push his opinion. Do you think Ibn Kathir or Jalalain or Qurtubi think this means would say something like by mentioning Muhammad in Torah? No. Deuteronomy 18 especially. What Deuteronomy 18? This is sad. And I will read you one more. Sahih International here, the last one. O children of Israel, remember my favor which I have bestowed upon you, and that I preferred you over the words. Plural. The words. Because it's more. I will go back up here by Muslim Khan and Hilali. It's mankind and jinns. Next time, I hope I will remember to explain this, both mankind and jinn. Anyway, this is very crazy. Crazy translators. Let us read Surah Al-Tawbah, verse 31. And I will read the first one. Dr. Mustafa Katab. They have taken the rabbis and monks as well as the Messiah, son of Mary, as lords beside Allah. Even though they were commanded to worship none but one God. There is no God worthy of worship except Him. Glorified is He above what they associate with Him. And all of them is about the same. Father Sulaiman too. Now, let us read Musin Khan and Hilali. Looks like they have longer translating, longer version. They, Jews and Christians, took their rabbis and their monks to be their lords beside Allah by obeying them in things which they have made lawful and unlawful according to their own desires, without being ordered by Allah. And they also took as their Lord Messiah, son of Mary, while they, the Jews and Christians, were commanded in Torah and Gospel to worship none but Allah, one ilah. One ilah, God, Allah. La ilaha illa huwa. None has the right to be worshipped but He. praise and glory to be with him. Far above is he from having the partners they associate with him. I'm tired just from reading it. They're I mean they're taking their um they're not just translating, but they're putting their opinions, their tafsir, their own tafsir sometimes in it, right? So this is, remember, this Al-Tawbah verse 31 is very crucial in debate, in many debates. If you read it, but the only way, I mean, you know what? Let's go with our Muhammad Hijab. I don't want to skip Muhammad Hijab. I want to see what he's translating, because he's a smart guy, right? They have adopted their scholars and monks, scholars. They have adopted their scholars and monks as lords instead of Allah, plus Christ, the Son of Mary. Yet they have been ordered to serve only one God alone. There is no deity except Him. Glory be to Him ahead of whatever they may associate with Him. This is the translation by Muhammad Hijab. One more time I will read it because it's too funny. They have adopted their scholars and monks as lords instead of Allah, God, plus Christ. My goodness. I don't know how he's translating Quran. So anyway, the only way to know is by comparing it to the Arabic version above. Although when you click the Arabic version, of course, it will give you still, the thing in green here in English. I mean, translation in English. But for now, don't worry about that. We will read it in Arabic. But remember, Arabic, just like Hebrew in the past, or many languages, even Sanskrit, and any languages in the past, they did not have periods or commas. They don't use those things, right? So it just continues. So you just have to know when to stop reading and go to the next one. But now we will go to the Arabic version of Quran. Let us listen to this.
اتخذوا
They have taken
أحبارهم
their rabbis
ورهبانهم
and their monks
أربابا
as lords
من دون
beside
الله
Allah
والمسيح
and the Messiah. I will repeat it one more time. Now you listen and watch carefully this part.
اتخذوا
They have taken
أحبارهم
their rabbis
ورهبانهم
and their monks
أربابا
as lords
من دون
beside
الله
Allah
والمسيح
and the Messiah. So they're all these translators, all of them, they did not follow the same order. They will just read it as They have taken the rabbis and monks as well as the Messiah as lords beside Allah. But if you see the Quran, the version in Arabic, it says they have taken the rabbis and monks as Lord beside Allah and the Messiah. So who's the Messiah? The Lord. Messiah is the Lord. Allah is the Lord. Your monks are not the lords. Your rabbis are not the lords. Who are the lords? Allah and the Messiah. In Arabic version, not in English versions. So you see how very easily they put words. If the words, they rearrange the words, and then it will create different meaning. Especially with older, like like language like Arabic, Hebrew, which they didn't have periods or commas. We have to be careful. Now we will read Surah Al-Azab, the next one. The first one is by Muhammad. Oh, sorry. Where is this? Let me go back. Okay. By Mustafa Katab. Indeed, Allah showers His blessing upon the Prophet and His angel pray for him. O believers, invoke Allah's blessing upon him and salute him with worthy greetings of peace. Now you see, Dr. Mustafa Katab says, using Allah shower His blessing upon the Prophet and His angel pray for him. So using two different verbs, Allah showers and angels pray. One is shower, one is pray. Showers His blessings, and one is praying. So that's what how he translates. Father Suleiman says, indeed, Allah and His angels give blessings to the Prophet. O you who have attained faith, pray for blessings upon him and greet him with a prayer of peace. So the verb Father Suleiman, the second one here, used is one verb only for both angels and Allah. Give blessing here, just give what? Blessings. And Marif al-Quran also using send blessings. And those who believe do pray Allah to bless him and send your salam, your peace, prayer for his being in peace. Now, now let us read Dr. Gali. Surely Allah and His angels, sorry, Dr. Gali is here. Surely Allah and His angels shower serenity, and then in brackets put literally shower prayers. Showering with prayers. Who's showering with pray? Who are these? Give prayers. Allah and His angels on the Prophet. And you who have believed, pray for benediction on him. This is also funny. Now we read Muhsin Khan. Allah sent His salat, in brackets, graces, honors, blessings, mercy, and etc. Wow. I will say wow. Salat means prayer. Salat doesn't mean grace, honor, blessing, mercy. Definitely not that. And I will keep reading it one more time. Musin Khan. Allah sent His salat, graces, honors, blessings, mercy, etc. on the Prophet Muhammad, SAW, and also his angels too. Ask Allah to bless and forgive him. I don't know where he get the word forgive him, but okay. O you who believe, send your salat, send your prayers on, ask Allah to bless him, Muhammad, SAW, and you should greet him, and you should salute him with Islamic way of greeting, salutation, i.e. Assalamualaikum. It's getting sadder and sadder. I'm laughing, but my heart is crying. If if I were a Muslim, I would be crying like, yes. How am I supposed to understand the message? That would be my main concern. These people just confusing me. What are you doing? All right, let's go next. Yusuf Ali. Allah and His angels send blessings on the Prophet. O you that believe, send your blessing on him and salute him with all respect. Our favorite guy, Muhammad Hijab. Allah, God, and His angels bless the Prophet. You who believe, pray for him too and greet him properly. So now using two verbs, pray, bless. Blessing and praying. Yeah. All right. And don't forget this, Sahih International. Indeed, Allah confers blessing upon the Prophet and his angels. Ask him to do so. You who have believed, ask Allah to confer blessing upon him and ask Allah to grant him peace. Now, you see what I mean. I hope you are starting to understand how confusing it is. Those quote unquote translations. They're not translations, they're versions. But again, this how I don't speak Arabic. I don't. But let's go with Arabic version anyway. Let us read it and listen carefully together.
Inna
Indeed,
Allah
Allah
wa malaikatahu
and his angels.
yusalluna.
I will just take the translation above. Send blessings
Ala
upon
an-nabiyyi.
the Prophet,
Ya ayyuha
or you who believe,
alladhina
or you who believe,
amanu.
or you who believe.
Sallu
Send blessings
alayhi
on him
wa sallimu
and greet him
taslima.
with greetings. Now, remember, our problem with this is Allah shower his blessing and angels praying. Is it shower blessing with blessing or giving bless or blessing or praying? That's the problem. The problem is blessing or praying. Let us read it together one more time.
يصلون
Yusaluna is the word they say send blessing.
عليه
Oops, wrong.
صلوا
Okay, salu. So
يصلون صلوا
salu. Salu is means prayer, right? It's from salat, no? Salu is the word from salat, means prayer, not blessing. Prayer and bless or prayer and blessing are two different words. So again, they're changing it. So as if the real Arabic version is Allah and the angels pray for Muhammad, and you who believe should pray for Muhammad too and greet him. But in many of these translations, they are giving different translations. The translators are all over the place, giving blessing, and then one is Allah sent His salat, but then the salat means grace, honors, blessings, mercy. So I'm not sure if they are actually qualified as translators. Translators are not just you need to know what it means, the meaning of the words. Translating is a very require responsibility and honesty. How can you translate something into something else in different language? Translating a book from one language to different language without honesty and responsibility. This is very, very crazy. Now, Surah At-Tahrim, this chapter 66, verse 12. Let us read from Mustafa Katab. There is also example of Mary, the daughter of Imran, who guarded her chastity. So we breathe into her womb through our angel Gabriel. She testified to the word of her Lord and his scriptures, and was one of the sincerely devout. Now the second one. Mary, the daughter of Imran, who guarded her chastity. So we breathe into her of our spirit, and and she believed in her Lord's words and his scriptures, and was one of the devout. Now we jump to Hilali and Muhsin Khan. And Maryam, the daughter of Imran, who guarded her chastity, and we breathe into the sleeve of her shirt of or her garment through our ruh, i.e. Jibril Gabriel. Wow, it's very busy here. And she testified to the truth of the words of her Lord, i.e. believed in the words of Allah, be, and he was, and that is Isa, Jesus, son of Maryam, Mary, as messenger of Allah, and also believed in his scriptures, and she was one of the Qanitun, obedient to Allah. This is what happens when two people translating a verse and then put tafsir from Ibn Kathir. So the translation becoming very long and complex, more complex, confusing. And we will read. Oh, sorry, I will go down. We will read Pictol. And Mary, daughter of Imran, whose body was chaste, therefore we breathe therein something of our spirit, and she put faith in the words of her Lord and the scriptures, and was of the obedient. Yusuf Ali, and Mary, the daughter of Imran, who guarded her chastity, and we breathe into her body of our spirit. And she testified to the truth of the words of her Lord, and of his revelations, and was one of the devout. Muhammad Hijab. And concerning Mary, the descendant of Imran. Wow. See? Descendant of Imran. He's the only one saying descendant of Imran, who preserved her chastity. We breathe some of our spirit through our angel Gabriel into her womb. She thereby confirmed her Lord's words and books. So she was prayerful. Wow. There is another one. Wow. Muhammad Hijab. Great job. Everybody saying daughter of Imran, and Muhammad Hijab translated as descendant of Imran. In Indonesian, Dan Maryam Putri Imran. Putri means daughter. Imran is Imran, daughter of Imran. Another one, Indonesian Islamic Affairs Ministry, here the second one, Putri Imran, daughter of Imran. Sahih International, Mary, the daughter of Imran. Yusuf Ali, daughter of Imran. Pictol, daughter of Imran, daughter of Imran. All of them. Muhammad Hijab is aware that this verse is a little bit sketchy. Mary, the mother of Jesus, is not daughter of Imran. Imran is in Islam is the family of Moses, as you know. Imran is the father of Moses and Aaron. And they have a sister whose name Maryam. Very similar. So they are mistaken. This another mistake in Quran by saying Mary, the mother of Jesus, is the family of the daughter of Imran. Imran in Hebrew means Amram. That's the father of Moses, Amram. By Arabic Muslims, it has become Imran. Muhammad Hijab understands this mistake. He instead of daughter of Imran, he's making it as if Mary, the mother of Jesus, is descendant of Moses. You understand? So actually it is still wrong. But okay. I don't know what to say, you know. I am speechless. What can I do? This is another thing. When people translating without responsibility and honesty, this problem. And of course, the problem is not only daughter of Imran. The problem, as you all can see, is like we blew into her garment through our angels. We breathed some of our spirit through our angel Gabriel into her womb. Yusuf Ali is the closest actually. We breathe into her body of our spirit. This is the closest. And everybody else, if you can see, I will show you one more thing here about our spirit. When Allah says our spirit, Abdul Halim also pretty good. We breathe into her from our spirit. Well, this the not really good, but sorry. From our spirit is as if this is a spirit, and from our spirit blow something into Mary. You can see it's not quite the same as of our spirit and from our spirit. This is also pretty good. We breathe into her our spirit. So our spirit is going into her, into Mary. That is the best, actually. The best, the best translation. And if you read Hilali and Muslim Khan again, we breathe into the sleeve of her shirt or garment through our ruh. Why are you? Why do you bother translating Arabic into English if you're still using Arabic in the English translation? Why? Because they know what ruh means, and they don't dare to say the truth. If you read this the whole verse, I will take from Marif Al Quran. So we breathe into her our spirit. She testified to the truth of the word. You know, the word truth here doesn't even inspire the translators to tell the truth. Imagine that. The word truth in the verse does not even inspire the translators to tell the truth. You can imagine if the creator really sending this as a message, how how sad the creator could be. People translating like they're translating their own books. If you're translating your own books, who cares? You're translating not this is not your own books. You're not writing your own books. Quran is supposed to be from God, from Allah, and you're translating like this. They're 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 garbage. Look at this. Mustafa Katab, we breathe into her womb through our angel Gabriel. Not a funny thing. Breathe into her womb. Again, let us read and listen to the Arabic version.
ومريم
And Maryam,
ابنة
daughter
عمران
of Imran. Okay, repeat. Because Muhammad Hijab said descendant.
ابنة.
Nah, I don't speak Arabic and I know it's not doesn't mean descendant. Just daughter
عمران
of Imran,
التي
who
أحصنت
guarded
فرجها
her chastity.
فنفخنا
So we breathe
فيه
into her
من
of
روحنا
our spirit.
وصدقت
And she believed
بكلمات
in the words
ربها
of her Lord
وكتبه
and his books.
وكانت
and she was
من
one of the
القانتين.
devout. So again, there's no words like angels. I think you remember angel Malaikat is angel, means angel. So there's no words like angel. There's no words like Gabriel. There's no words like skirt, sleeves of the garment. Nothing, no words like that. So this is not a proof. The translators are ruining it. The last example is Az-Zukhruf, not a favorite verse in Quran, because we debate on this many times, and I use it a lot of times. I use it a lot of times in many debates. My debates. Let us read together. Mustafa Katab. And his second coming is truly a sign for the hour, so have no doubt about it, and follow me. This is the straight path. Fadal Suleiman. And indeed he is a portent of the hour, so never be skeptical about it, and follow me. This is the straight path. Mariful Quran. And he, Isa, is the source of knowledge of the hour, the judgment day. So do not be in doubt about it, and follow me. This is the straight path. This verse is talking about Isa, but Jesus. The fourth one, Hilali and Musinkan. And he, Isa, Jesus, son of Mary, Mary, shall be a known sign for the coming of the hour, day of resurrection. Isa, Jesus, distant on the earth. Therefore, have no doubt concerning it, and follow me, Allah. Be obedient to Allah and do what He orders you to do, O mankind. This is the straight path of Islamic monotheism, leading to Allah and His paradise. Wow, so cute. So cute. Now we read Mufti Taqi Ustamani. And he is the source of knowledge of the hour of the judgment day. So do not be in doubt about it, and follow me. This is the straight path. And we will jump to Yusuf Ali. And Jesus shall be a sign for the coming of the hour of judgment. Therefore, have no doubt about the hour, but follow me. This is straight path. Muhammad Hijab. Yet criminals will remain in hell's torment. What the heck? What is he talking about? These Muslims should be mad about this. If there's any Muslim listening to me right now, listening to my podcast, you should be disappointed at this guy. Look at this. What is he translating? Yet criminals will remain in hell's torment. I gotta read. I don't know. I gotta read one more time. Yet criminals will remain in hell's torment. Of course, I have to laugh. Let me drink my coffee. Very sad. Very sad. Indeed, very sad. What can you do? You know what you can do? Reading it in Arabic with the sound
وإنه
and indeed it
لعلم
is a knowledge
للساعة
of the hour.
فلا
So do not
تمترن
be doubtful
بها
about it
واتبعوني
and follow me.
هذا
This is
صراط
a straight path.
مستقيم.
Straight path, yeah. But this is how do we know this is talking about Jesus? Because of the context. I know Quran mostly do not have context. The verses don't even relate to each other most of the time, but sometimes they do. I will show you from Surah. This is a Zukhruf. Sorry, it's actually 43, and I will start from 58, verse 58. This just to show the context to you guys, right? And I will change the setting a little bit. Okay, maybe not too lazy. The age. This is funny. See now uh, they exclaim, which is better, our gods or Jesus? See, they cite him only to argue. In fact, they are a people prone to dispute. So now we will continue to verse 59. He he was only a servant we showed favor to and made example to the for the children of Israel. Right now, verse 60. And had he willed, we could have easily replaced you all with angels succeeding one another on earth. Then go to 61. And his second coming truly assigned to for the hour. So this, when you see 3 or 4 verses before, you will see the context. It is talking about Jesus. It is not mistaken. This verse is talking about Jesus. Now, the problem is it's all like the problem is how this Muhammad, I mean like Hilali, Musin Khan, how some people um translating the verse. They all agree actually there's a Jesus, but Jesus accept, of course, this guy Muhammad Hijab. Yet criminals will remain in hell's torment. I don't know what book he was reading while he's translating this verse. He's so scared. Jesus is the knowledge of the hour. Muslim, you know, in Bible, when they ask Jesus when is the about the judgment day, and Jesus said only the Father knows, the Son doesn't know. And Muslim are often using that. See, Jesus doesn't know, so he's not God. Many times we told them Jesus was also 100% human. So, and plus, anyway, would God tell you the last when is the last day? He would not. He would not. What for? Jesus on earth was also a human. He he was he cannot tell you. He can, but he didn't want to. He could have told his disciple when, but people would be repenting left and right just because it's Judgment Day. And we will forget that we are supposed to love God because He loved us first. That is why Jesus could not tell them. But Muslims who used that verse from Bible, they did not read their own book, their own Quran, that Jesus is the knowledge of the hour. But I will show you this Abdul Halim. Sorry, I don't want to confuse you. Abdul Halim here. This Quran gives knowledge of the hour. Do not doubt it. Follow me for this the straight path. He also have different one. Quran is the knowledge of the hour. If Quran is the knowledge the hour, then when is the hour? Does Quran tell you when the hour is? No. Jesus is the knowledge of the hour. So, those several verses from me as examples, so you can see how messy, how bad the translations of the Quran. It's not even translating anymore. It is making version of Quran. They're all making their own Quranic version. So sometimes I cannot blame Muslims really for refusing to read Quran, because maybe I would be refusing. Me too, like if I were a Muslim, I would be confused. Imagine someone who's wanting to get closer to God and then reading Quran in their language and English. They will be shocked to see all kinds of translation that lead to so many different meanings. Again, luckily, not everyone reads Quran. Well, luckily and unluckily. And from those who read Quran, not all understand Arabic. My rough calculation, only 15% of Muslims can speak and understand Arabic. And from 15% who can speak and understand Arabic, maybe a third read Quran. Maybe. So, that's all from me. Thank you very much for listening. For those who read Quran, God bless you. And for those who do not read Quran, God bless you. Have a nice life.